Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Read 24 video. Hope we're all doing really well right now. It is the start of August, actually, August 2020. So we are moving through the year, still surviving through 2020, I guess. Anyways, it is the time where we'll usually go and take a look at what games are going to come out in the Japanese release schedule to try to figure out what games you might want to pick up if you're looking for a brand new game. So let's go ahead and get right into it. These are my picks for August 2020 in the Japanese release schedule. Alright, so first up on August 6th is Neptunia Virtual Stars, which is the English name. It's actually coming out in Japan as VVVtoon, which is, I guess that's an okay name. It kind of confused me at first, but I guess it makes sense when you know what the game is about. This is another game in the Neptunia series, and I think the game series has a pretty dedicated fan base. If you like most of those games, chances are you might like this one actually. You probably will. I honestly wasn't personally going to get another game in the Neptunia series. But this one intrigues me a little bit because it has a lot of real VTubers in the game, and to be honest, I've been watching a lot of VTubers recently, so this just kind of interests me. Whether you're like a hardcore fan of any kind of VTuber or even just a casual fan, chances are there's probably going to be a VTuber in this game that you might recognize, and that's kind of cool. What I can tell, the game kind of has two different types of battle systems. One is like your traditional kind of action RPG system, and the other side of it, for some reason, well, what appears to be honestly like a third-person shooter, and I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess we're gonna find out. Personally, I think this is gonna be one of the games that I pick up because I'm looking for a brand new game. But what about you? What do you think about this? If by chance you're still looking for an RPG to play, you might, I guess, want to check out Yokai Gokuseikatsu when that comes out on the Switch on August 13th. So this translates to Yokai School Y, exciting school life. That's kind of my best shot right now for a rough translation, but you get the idea. So this is kind of like a spin-off from the Yokai Watch series, but it's still an RPG. I guess it's an action RPG. If you wanted something that's a little more lighthearted, I guess, and it's kind of more bright and colorful, this is probably the game that you're gonna want to get this month, aside from Neptunia Virtual Stars. The anime for Yokai Watch ended last year here in Japan, and then kind of started a brand new kind of spin-off series, and this is in that same universe as far as I can tell. I don't really follow Yokai Watch, but it was pretty popular here in Japan a couple years ago. It just never, I guess, maintained that popularity, unfortunately, but it still does have kind of a following. So if you are one of those fans, or I don't know, I guess if you really wanted to get your feet wet with Yokai Watch and you wanted to get the newest game, you might want to get this, or maybe even Yokai Watch 4++ if you want to go down the traditional Yokai Watch route. Alright, on August 27th, you can pick up Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition for the PS4 and the Switch. But you know what? Also, iOS and Android, you can play this on your mobile device, so that's pretty crazy. If you played the game back when it came out on the GameCube and you kind of have fond memories about it, playing with friends, hopefully you still have friends, and you can get them together to play the Remastered Edition. Just in case you don't though, this game does have cross-play across the same region, which is pretty crazy. Regardless of platform or whatever, you can get a bunch of friends together and play, in the same session. So I think that's actually very cool. I'm glad that is a feature that they added into the Remastered Edition. It also does have some extra content that wasn't in the original game, which is always good to see when people do remasters or remakes or anything like that. I personally never played the original as a kid, partially because I didn't really have any friends, but that's putting that aside. Maybe I'll get this one. Maybe I can get a group of people over the internet and finally see what the hype around Crystal Chronicles is about. Alright, and last but certainly not least, especially for JRPG fans, is Legend of Heroes Hajimari no Kiseki, also coming out on the 27th. Hajimari no Kiseki is the newest game in the Legend of Heroes series, and kind of has 3 points of views. Now, English-speaking regions actually did not get Ao no Kiseki and Zero no Kiseki, but we did, or we will be getting at least, all of the Trails of Cold Steel games. So chances are you might be familiar with Trails of Cold Steel. Those are the newest games. Maybe not so much with Ao and Zero. I'm really curious to see what happens when this game, Hajimari, comes out in English, because they might have to go and also release Zero and Ao, just so new players can actually kind of get familiar with all these characters and actually what's going on in the whole overarching story. One really cool thing about this game is that it has pretty much everyone from all those games. It has 50 playable characters. 50 playable characters. So if you're not familiar with any of the other characters from the other games, maybe check a wiki or something just to brush up so you're not going to get lost. But I think this is pretty exciting for fans of the Legend of Heroes series, and I think this will be pretty good RPG for this year. Alright, well, you know what? I think that is going to do it for now. Pretty short month, I know, for games, but pretty good month for JRPGs, if that's your thing. We still have a bunch of good games from earlier this year. Not only games that came out of Japan, but games that came out, pretty much worldwide. I think a few of us are still playing through Last of Us and games like that. And we still have a couple more months left in the year. If there's a game that I missed that you really feel like I should have mentioned, definitely go ahead. Let me know what it was down in the comments. You can also let me know over on Twitter. Go ahead, follow me there. You'll find a link to my profile in the description. And if you like hanging out and playing games, I do stream on Twitch twice a week. Come hang out. It's always fun to see new people in chat. Come say hi. Again, you will find a link to my profile in the description, so I'd love to see you there. Otherwise, I know content on the YouTube channel has been a little slow recently. Believe me, I know. I'm going to do my best to try to get some new content up pretty soon. I'll probably play through one of the new games this month over on the YouTube channel, at least a couple hours, maybe the first couple hours, just to see how it is. And then also I'm going to go in and dig through my backlog and try to play some of those games and put that up on YouTube. If you don't want to miss any of the new content when that comes up, hopefully, I don't know, within a month or something, feel free to do that subscribe thing. But in any case, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Take care.